right, let me just check Facebook just to make sure we're live on Facebook. Tag you there. Oh, we're good. Okay. Edit post. Tag. All right, so what's going to happen is that even if people not enough people show up, it's also going to be recorded, and we'll post it, as a separate post as well. And after that, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to go into take the video, recut it again.
Yeah.
In case we have any, too many and stuff like that, just to make things a little bit smoother. All right. Cool.
I feel like.
What?
I said people usually live.
Exactly. So let's change the way the view looks. Take a light. Nope, not that one. Nope, definitely not that one. Obviously. Okay, yeah, this is probably the best one. All right. Cool. What's going on, everyone? This is Christopher Chin with Nestseekers International, and I am so excited to bring back UnlockNJHomes Live for the first time in nearly a year. Today, we will be sitting with a really special guest. I'm sitting with Andrea Montali, who is the founder of Dream Organization and co-host of the Two Girls, One Podcast, Two Girls, One Closet podcast with Debbie Russo. Andrea will also be featured on NBC's George to the Rescue, which we know. I'm sorry. You know what? Since nobody's been here, I'm going to just redo this intro again.
It was good.
You know what? I'm going to do it again one more time just because nobody's been here, and I'm going to get to record. I'm going to get to cut this later on anyways. All right. So what's going on, everyone? How's everyone here doing today? This is Christopher Chin with Nestseekers International. I am so excited to bring back UnlockNJHomes Live for the first time in nearly a year. Today, we will be sitting with Andrea Montali, who is the founder of Dream Organization and co-host of the Two Girls in One Closet podcast with Debbie Russo. Andrea will also be featured on NBC's George to the Rescue, which we will know more about soon. With that being said, I am so excited to introduce you all to Andrea. Welcome, Andrea. How's it going today?
Chris, what's up? Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
How was your summer?
Summer was crazy, organizing, busy when whether that would happen, and I had a summer full of closets. That's all I could say.
I could definitely tell. I mean, I saw you all over TV. You were just crushing it. I know you guys did a Ryan's Renovation recently also too. So that was pretty crazy, which we'll discuss a little bit more in detail in a little bit. But so hectic summer?
Yes, very, very much. What about you?
Did you actually get to enjoy it at least?
I did. I really tried, but it was way busier, honestly, than I thought it was going to be. So, but at the end of the summer, I took a nice little trip to Colorado and LA to visit some friends and family. So that was a nice little break from the craziness. And then pool season happened, which is also so busy for us organizers. And
the city never sleeps, right?
Yep.
All right. So could you do me a favor and just tell me a little bit more about yourself? So this way my audience can get to know you a little bit better, a little bit about your company.
Of course. So my name is Sally. I'm an organizer based here in New York City. I'm originally from Queens, New York, and I grew up in apartments my whole life with my mom and my grandma. So we always needed to be really strategic with storage space and not let our homes get out of control with stuff and clutter. And then I moved out when I was about 19 years old. I went to college, and then I always lived with roommates. So I really needed to always figure out how to kind of contain all my stuff to like one closet and maybe a piece of furniture or something like that. So fast forward a few years, I was actually a visual merchandiser in retail. I worked for Lululemon for a while, for example, and I really just always loved folding clothes and styling clothes in retail spaces. I can literally zone out for hours and just like fold and hang stuff and make clothing look pretty. And then I met Deb Russo, who is a closet designer at California Closets, at a family party. She and I are family friends. And she said, Drea, I have this dream job for you. It's literally like merchandising, but it's people's homes and closets. So I actually worked with her at California Closets for a while. And I did love designing. I wasn't like as into the construction side as Deb usually is. I liked more the end results and let's display the bags, the shoes, and all that stuff. So it was at California Closets where I realized I can kind of combine my love for closets and love for fashion and merchandising. And I created my business Dream Organization.
That's awesome. And shout out to Debbie Russo. I actually had the pleasure of officially connecting with her thanks to Peggy Z, actually,
Yeah.
Million Dollar Beach House, because I remember when they were doing a live together and everything, and I was working on cutting that video a little bit. So huge shout out to Debbie Russo. It was a pleasure meeting you guys in person, actually, officially, when we were in Long Island City, too. So that was awesome when we were at the rooftop.
That was such a fun night.
It was. It was us. Angela Yee was there. Eric Conover was there. It was definitely a star-studded party for sure. No question about that.
Absolutely.
So tell me more about your podcast, the Two Girls, One Closet podcast.
So Deb and I still together, and it was during COVID. Actually, it was before COVID. I always had this idea of, an organizing closet related podcast that I wanted to do. And I said, Deb, it would be so great. You're really like the designer, the construction guru. You know all about that stuff. I know about the organizing stuff. Like, let's just come up with a podcast, whether it's a few episodes a year or whatever it might be, and talk to people about organizing, because we just realized how it was definitely trending and people started valuing space and organization. And then COVID happened. And we were like, you know what? We're both quarantined. Let's just launch it. It happened to be around the first day of spring, which was kind of when I thought I wanted to launch it, because that's like that's a busy season for organizers during spring cleaning, and everyone wants to declutter and get rid of all the winter stuff. So we just decided to launch in March of 2020. And we've been having a blast doing it. And now, it's definitely not so much only closets and organizing related, although we love talking about organizing, but we've had so many real estate agents on our podcast talking about, New York and New Jersey real estate. Actually, today we have a new episode out featuring Sarah Golan, so check that out. And we've had people from Guinness Book of World Records reach out to us, who the human calculator about organizing numbers in their head and ways to be more efficient in life. We've had stylists on, interior designers. So it's definitely spirals into more things lifestyle, but we always add a little section where we do talk about organization.
That is awesome. So no, that's absolutely incredible. Once again, huge shout out to Sarah Golan. She's awesome. I love Sarah. But that's absolutely fantastic. So, I mean, that means you're constantly, you're doing a lot more than just closets, obviously, and you're kind of basically just getting more into the whole organization side as a general subject itself, which is actually really important, especially when you're looking on selling your house, because, nothing like having an unorganized property whenever you're about to sell the property and nobody wants to buy it,
Exactly. Home or an apartment, a house, whatever, and see space and see potential. They don't want to see your clutter and crap everywhere. So I've been actually with Ryan. He and I worked on a few clients together where that was the goal, like get some of the clutter out, create as much space and openness and an airy feel. And when you're showing apartments, it makes a huge difference.
So I'm going to ask you a question that probably, some of my audience might actually be curious about. This probably was not on the list itself, but what makes you different than a stager?
So I would say, I'm not going to come in with lamps and beds and couches and, interior design and remodel your home. I feel like that usually might come after I come in. I come in, if there's piles of paper all over your desk and, there's stuff all over the bathroom countertops, like we want the client to envision themselves living in the space, not looking at your stuff. So we're trying to get away all those distractions. So my goal is to always like just declutter. And honestly, a lot of times when people are getting ready to sell their home, they want to do this anyway, because if they're moving, they don't really want to bring junk with them to the new place. So it's actually a great opportunity for people to say like, okay, hey, let's get everything out that you no longer want, that you would not not want to bring with you to your next space, and then clean up the home. And, you know, for example, I recently had a project where the parents had two young kids. There were toys everywhere. While it might take a long time to sell the apartment, you know, you're going to have toys. Your kids need to play and use their schoolwork and stuff. But I would come in and create a system where we get really pretty decorative uniform bins and baskets. And that way, if someone's coming to look at your house, at least you can kind of hide your stuff and it's still in an organized system, and it'll clean up the counters really quickly.
It's funny because my mom habitually would clean the house every single weekend, constantly just doing the same routine over and over, just putting everything back into a closet, wiping everything down, et cetera, et cetera. And you come to realize over some time and all stuff that like it becomes so much easier to clean things when it's just like an organized system itself. When you have specific systems set up for you to place your, you know, your spices and or clothing, et cetera, shoes, et cetera, and it just becomes all of the more simple process itself just by taking the pieces and just putting it right back to where it belongs.
Absolutely. And it's funny, sometimes complaining to staff that, oh, they're super detailed. And I'm like, well, you have clutter all over the countertops. That's not really their job to like put your stuff away. And when they come to clean, it's better they're going to do a better job when the surfaces don't have 100 little, like, you know, essential oils all over the counter. So, you know, I think creating systems in your home is important. I know things and life get busy, but if every few days you have homes for things and you're able to put stuff away, it's just going to have the space be way more open, organized. And when it comes to cleaning, it takes so much less time. People don't want to sit there dusting and you know, Windexing all these little tchotchkes everywhere. It takes forever. It's nice to just like swipe a counter and keep it moving, and it could take you like 30-40 minutes to clean.
No, totally makes sense. That's what I started getting into doing also too, because like I started building more systems versus just putting everything away, because it's really easy to put everything away, but if it's not organized and you take everything out, it becomes a nightmare putting everything back.
Yeah.
So typically when you were working with clients, and do you get more clients when you're you know, do you get more clients? Do you consult more clients when they're selling, or do you consult more clients after they purchase?
Both. It's literally the whole process. Sometimes it's the before selling, we declutter, we get rid of all the things they don't want, we organize, they sell their home, and then they move into their new space. And then after working with me for some time in their old space that they sold, they realize how important it is to set up a new and organized system in your new home. So usually they hire me for the before, then they handle the moving, which I help people move all the time too. And then once everything is in the new space, we set up the organized system from the beginning, and then it's easy for everybody to maintain.
That's awesome. So that actually is right there is a huge difference between you and a stager. Typically, a stager would just come in, stage the house, call it a day, and then meanwhile you are literally their personal organizer and everything, and you're taking them both to their property that they're trying to sell and also property they're looking on purchasing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of Ryan Serhant, in case anybody knows who Ryan Serhant is, he is one of the biggest realtors in pretty much the entire globe. Known for $1 Million Listing New York television show. And Andrea over here was recently featured along with her work on Ryan's Renovations on Bravo TV. So if you are on if you have the Bravo TV app and you hop onto it, you'll see some of Andrea's incredible work on there. With that being said, what was it like seeing your work on Bravo TV and working on Bravo TV and working on Ryan's property?
Yeah, so a long story short, but a couple of years ago, Deb and I went to an open house, and Ryan was there, and Deb said, hey, I'm California closet designer. She had worked with some other people he worked with and knew, and he was like, I'm renovating this home. I need my closets done. Like, I need both of you. I need an organizer, need a closet designer. So he and Deb worked on an amazing closet design. It's so good. I've seen it featured in so many places. It's really an amazing space. So shout out to Deb for designing a gorgeous closet system, and shout out to California Closets. And then they moved, and then moving's always chaotic. Everyone always thinks like, hey, it's going to be so easy for me to do it. And then there's 800 boxes everywhere, and the extra set of hands helps. So Deb and I came a couple of days after they moved. We unpacked all the clothing and I set up a system for them. We got really great, uniform hangers for Ryan and Amelia. We created the his and her side. We color coded all his suits, which is my favorite part. In all the pictures, they always look so good. And we really just unpacked and set up the closet like right from the beginning, from when they moved in. And it makes it so much easier for everybody to keep up with it and keep the organization going.
That's awesome. Was it a little bit nerve-wracking when you found out you were going to be on TV?
So I wasn't technically on the Bravo. That was with Deb. I wasn't on that, but I was like, I hope everything is still folded perfectly. I hope there's not like weird mismatch hanger everywhere. I was really like, I hope it's still meticulous how we left it. But it was so cool to just see our work for sure.
How important is the hanger?
It is. I can't hate on the uniform hanger. First of all, they just save space. I feel like when hangers are all different sizes, it looks so janky and it's such a waste of space half the time. So really investing in the uniform hangers and getting the right hangers for the right garment is very important. If you have suits, investing in a good suit hanger, skirts, pants, if you like to hang them long, investing in a great hanger that has good clips, that doesn't leave those little lines on the waistband. Stuff like that is really important for sure.
See, when I was younger, I never thought how important the hanger was. So I don't think we had to really appreciate it until we're selling a house, unfortunately. But shout out to Michelina for actually helping me see that, because I actually used to work with a stager out here. Her name is Michelina, and I was working with her. She's basically what got me out of retail and allowed me to transition full time into real estate, because she offered me a job as a stager and everything. And when I came in, I got to learn so much in just regards to the whole organization side and just details and stuff like that. So this is actually a very strong refresher for me also too. This is absolutely incredible what we're doing here. So, I mean, hopefully someone's taking this back and saying, oh man, I gotta get me some hangers. All right. So now I know this is something everyone is waiting for. George to the rescue, NBC. That is so amazing. You need to tell me more.
Yes. So through the podcast, we met a lovely man by the name of David Santiago, and he's a great interior designer, and he creates the most amazing wallpapers, and he has a signature wallpaper. So he was asked to do an episode of George to the Rescue where we help a family out in Long Island remodel and renovate some of the rooms. And part of that was a closet. The Callahans needed a closet. They had these tiny little closets that you couldn't even like stand in or step foot in. They were very small. So with the help of California Closets, and again, Deb as a designer, they created a beautiful walk-in closet system. David put all his wallpaper on the back. It really looks so beautiful. And then I came in to organize, declutter, and help create a system for them. So we're really excited. We're actually going to be the season finale, which is so cool. And the episode will be live on October 30th on NBC.
Live on October 30th on NBC. You guys got to definitely check that out for sure. George to the rescue.
Yes. Follow the Instagram. They really do such amazing work. They really bring interior design to different communities, and they give back. It's not just like they're there, but this one really gives back to so many people. This week, I think they renovated a firehouse, and that's going to be live this week. So I really, really enjoyed working with George to the Rescue. Hello?
Sorry about that. I wanted to put that up there real quickly.
You're fine.
Put a new little banger down there.
This is I have to say, I love the streaming thing you're doing. First of all, I feel like I'm really on TV and like we're doing a news segment right now. I just love the look of it. And I think that's so cool. I love it.
Try and do something a little bit different because, it's great having people on here with, professionals, especially from people all over. I work in Jersey, but it's having some, like you're in New York, having someone like you out here, a professional who's doing it on such a high scale, you know, and it educates a lot of realtors on here also on what we should be looking out for. Because while we don't have these massive size closets that you're doing all the time, we still have to keep in mind the organization factor when it comes to putting our properties onto the market, especially before photo shoot day.
Absolutely. Definitely for photos, it's important. And I think people are just a lot more conscious of storage now. And it really
We
isn't
got a guest.
what.
Hey guys,
We got Debbie Russo in the house.
how's it going?
This is
Hey.
fun. I feel like it's my birthday and I'm getting surprises.
I know. Who's next? Who's coming in next?
How's it going? Where are you? Or where are you
Yeah,
going?
I'm just leaving the Rockaways to go to another meeting. Popped in to say hello. Good to see you, Chris.
Good to see you as well. You look great. I know you say you got a meeting you're heading to in a little bit, so definitely crush that. I know you got that unlocked.
Thank you.
How you been?
Yeah, pretty busy. Closet world is a bit intense right now. All good things though. What are you guys talking about?
We've just about George to the rescue.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. Everybody tune in October 30th.
Yep.
Debbie Russo will be featured on that as well. As I said earlier today, I had the pleasure of meeting Debbie Russo through Peggy Z when she was doing the podcast. So, and now we became really good friends. So we actually got to hang out a couple of weeks ago in Long Island City with Angela Yee, and Andrea was there as well. So connecting with these two wonderful ladies here has been such an honor to me and such a pleasure for me. Debbie, I know you only got a couple of minutes. Please tell my audience a little bit about yourself.
About me, I am a New York City-based closet designer for California Closets. I've been doing it for about 8 years. Dre and I are old family friends and started working together at California Closets. And Drea discovered her passion not discovered, you've always been really good at organizing, but I'm more of the design construction person, and Drea is the organized one. So her and I have got this awesome thing going. We're working a lot with developers, new construction, Skyline Tower. The developer, left all the closets empty so I can come in and meet with all the buyers and customize the closets for them because everyone's needs are completely different. So it's been a whirlwind.
I can only imagine. I know you guys been all over the place. I know Debbie was on Ryan's renovation as well. And she obviously had a huge spotlight with Ryan's Closet. So I know for sure you've been literally running around all over New York City and God knows what parts of New York City.
Yes, Ryan's been amazing. He's really he kind of took us under his wing. So we've been I actually got emails from his team this morning for a building. So, it's been great meeting all of you and connecting with all of you. Has been really amazing.
For sure. We definitely got to get a drink next time in the city for sure. We definitely got to grab that.
Come on the podcast.
Yeah, we should do a 3-way podcast next time.
Yes, that's a great
absolutely.
idea.
I'm down with that.
Let's do it. I'll bring you some Jersey love, and you bring me some New York love.
Absolutely. It was great jumping in and chatting with you guys. I'm gonna head out for my meeting, but I'll talk to you all soon. Chris, hopefully we get to see you soon.
We'll catch up.
All right, bye guys.
That was fun.
I know. I text her. I sent her a DM on the other side saying you should just run in here and just quickly drop in here real quickly because that'll be a lot of fun to have, just to have her on here. Well, with that being said, this was an absolute honor sitting with you and learning more about you. Andrea, please tell us anything else that you want to give us. Anything else that you would like to tell the audience?
Yes, I'd love to organize for everybody. So reach out to Dream Organization. My website is dreamorganization.com. wine.com. Although we are expanding, I've been working so much in Jersey and Connecticut, and now we are adding California. I love the West Coast, so we're bringing Dream Organization bi-coastal, which I'm so excited for in the new year. And yeah, we're just expanding. And if you have dreams of being an organizer and you want to learn how to be an organizer, I'm also going to be doing a training in the new year, and I'm going to start hiring some other organizers and really growing the team. So please reach out to me. It's drea.montali@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, we just have so much going on with the podcast. Don't forget George to the rescue. And yeah, that's kind of it.
That is awesome. Don't forget to turn on to George to the Rescue on October 30th on NBC. I am so excited. You know what? We should do I'm about to do a live reaction to that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Videos.
Let's do it. But once again, thank you all for tuning in. Next week, I will be sitting with Jim Sinelli, who works with Liberty Environmental Incorporated. He focuses on air quality, water resources, regulatory compliance, site assessment, and remediation. So be sure to tune in next Tuesday, October 19th at 1 p.m., and I will definitely see you there. Andrea, thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
I can't wait to grab a cup of coffee with you.
I feel so honored that I'm like the one bringing back the show with you. Like,
Who better?
I really I meant to say that 8 times today and I kept forgetting. So thank you. That was really, really great.
No, it's a pleasure for me for sure. And honestly, no better person to have on here than you. So I'm glad you're the first one to bring me back.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys have any questions or comments for Andrea, I'm going to be reposting this in a little bit as well. You could drop comments and questions below, and we'll have them answered for you for sure.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.